There's one major feature about this Godzilla that makes him the king of all the monsters, and I'm going to show you today. It's the age of Godzilla. Isn't it always the age of Godzilla? I mean, basically since forever. You know, the origin of Godzilla is really sad. Let's move on. Godzilla, the figure that avoids all of the true story of why it exists. This is the Godzilla Kong New Empire thing. Look, there's 1,000 movies at this point. I can't keep up. Yes, I can. And there's only 5, 6, 7, 10. Whether you like the new movies or you like the old stuff or you like what Japan's continuing to do with the -1 line, which, you know, is great. And there's another one coming. What's that called? -1 again? I don't know. This is Godzilla by HIYA, and this is a very manageable size, because believe it or not, Godzilla is very tall. That's a stupid joke. This is compared to the Hammond Collection Stiggy Malik. I don't even know if you say it that way, but it looks like it's said that way. This is a Nanmu Studio Raptor, and then this is the Nanmu Studio V-Rex from the King Kong movies, the old ones, the older ones, Jack Black. And this is a Hammond Collection Stegosaurus, which is a gorgeous figure, by the way, if you can get a hold of one of those things. All of these are priced pretty fair when you start kind of lining them up, and by that I mean the HIYA figures, compared to the Stegosaurus. Not bad. This is the HIYA Toys Laya? Did I just say it all backwards? And then this is Nell Shell Eileen. And Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine. And of course you gotta have your Ernie. And nothing says size comparison like this. Flipor. Now I gotta thank Vexen Toys. Go check out his channel, it's linked down in the description. He sent this over to me so that I could review it, so that you all could see it, and then I'll ship it back to him. Why didn't he review it? I don't know. It's a good question. Why aren't you reviewing as much anymore? Huh? Ask him. Go to his recent video and be like, dude, what's up? Review more. Best thing about this figure is honestly just putting him into some really fun poses. There's a lot to say about this thing as far as like sculpt, which is maybe one of the greatest sculpts of anything I've seen ever, because at this scale, there's so much detail. You feel like this is right out of the film. It's incredible. Now the paint is really good. I do think that the pink to the body color could have been handled a little bit better. But overall, this is gorgeous. And this is one of the things with HIYA, man. Like, you want a Godzilla figure, you go with HIYA. I think that is just the safest bet across the board. They're always priced really, really well, and you get so much quality out of it. Now, accessories, you get nothing, because this is the Exquisite Basic. Basics in the name. Tons of articulation. I mean, there's so much money invested into articulating this figure with the cuts and everything. It's fantastic. So great tail articulation. The legs, the feet all have basically as much as you should expect from a Godzilla figure. The arms, there's a lot of range going on, all things considered, and of course the hinge in his jaw. The best thing about the way they did the head, although you gotta pay attention to this, is the segments around his neck. Because if you mess with it too much, his head kind of falls out of alignment, and you gotta fix it. Otherwise, you get a gap. Does that make sense? What I just said? I don't even know what I just said. But this is a video, so you can just look at it. Put it on mute. So all in all, I think articulation, range. This is a fun figure. And again, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun with your setup. So if you don't have buildings and things to give him the scale, well, consider these Dio pieces from Duarte Studios, or Duarte Studios, whatever you want to say. It's okay if you say one or the other. These craters have been used a lot on my channel, and you can see them through various different types of figures, but it does work really, really well as a base for Godzilla. If you get the right size, it honestly looks like it's made for it. I will leave it linked down in the description, not only for the US, but also for the UK. Calcus has inventory in both areas so they can ship within 7 days. And what's nice here is if you shop around on Calcus, they actually have fully repainted versions. That's why when you're looking at HIYA and some other lines, you'll notice that there's a sudden jump in price. Well, the repainted HIYA Exquisite Basic Godzilla basically takes the basic thing, how many times can I say basic, and amplifies the colors to a superior level. This, oh my god. This is so good. So, if you like any of this stuff, be sure to use my promo code Nostalgia-Caucus. You can save 6%. Everything on the site is free shipping. So, get these repaints while you can, because this is, oh my god. There's a normal repaint, there's the supercharged repaint, and then an ice-breaking one. So scene specific if you want the repainted eyeballs, the glow. Oh my god, it's so good. Anyway, that's enough of that. On to the review. One of my favorite features about this Godzilla is really in the articulation, and it's this spine feature. So you have the segments to allow him to bend at the waist, for like ab crunch or whatever you want to call it. But if you do it too far, then you get this weird gap. Well, they included a hinge point on this scale on his back so that you can line it all up and make it look right. The feet have some swivel. There's a little bit of hinge point there, but not a lot. Now, the legs, they spread pretty good, all things considered. I mean, it's how far do they really need to go? But if you need that classic running pose from the movie, well, you can recreate that. And there was nothing weird about seeing that at all in the movie. The tail does wonders. I'm actually really, really impressed. And if you want a nice swimming Godzilla, well, you can definitely recreate that. This was maybe the most important. I really like this kind of pose, but unfortunately, he doesn't get into the cat in the Coliseum from the movie, which is, man, that would have made this perfect. I guess I should just get a statue of that, because that's all I really want from a Godzilla. What's nice about this figure, honestly, is that it doesn't take much to make this thing look good. It just is naturally good out of the box. You get him into a basic pose, and hello, you got a good-looking Godzilla, okay? And this certainly makes it more appealing for different reasons. What reason? I don't know. Let's just enjoy it. Did he shrink or she grow? I guess is the question. That's why we're looking at this so long. Trying to ponder. And of course, this is the classic fight that we all know and expect. And who would you put your money on? Huh? One's just a giant lizard. The other one is a jerk. And if you have your super action stuff, yes, those accessories are fantastic. It looks like Godzilla wasn't prepared, and he had a little barf session. Yikes. And, of course, not only is he destroying cities, but he's also tagging them, letting everybody know who the king of all monsters is. And when he's got some downtime, he loves some good old-fashioned virtual reality. And there's nothing better than a toy taking toy photography. I mean, look, he's got to make his income somehow, and the best way Godzilla knows how to make money is by flipping figures on eBay. How much do you think that Funko's worth? Anyway, thanks Vexen Toys. Be sure to hit his channel in the description and the pin chat down below, and then say, what's up, man? Review some stuff. Who could have watched your review of this instead of this idiot's? Type that verbatim into his thing. I'm an idiot. So that's why we're doing that. Anyway, to watch more reviews on this channel, click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.